Good morning, my lovely. So I got 12 minutes to do this video. I've got a whole bunch probably to share, but I know a lot of them are for Bobby's World. And I'm not signed into that on this device. But this is the device that has the, that I use the most. Well, that was 18 seconds of worthlessness. So we went, one of my friends is struggling. Husband and wife and husband's mother all live in the same home. They're all older. Husband works 9-to-5 job, makes fabulous money. They have a nice life. Husband and wife both get COVID. Husband, the one with the job, wife has some major disabilities, so she Ubers a little bit, but she doesn't work a 9-to-5. Husband is the one who gets sick. Mad sick. He was in the hospital, he was in recovery homes and therapy homes, and now he's home. He lost over 80 pounds. He walks like an old man now. He's older, he's like in his 50s, but he's not an old man. But that's how he's walking now. He hasn't been able to work. He was scheduled to go back to work. He goes to work. They send him home because he didn't pass his physical. They're out of money. They've already used the original federal funding while he was sick. Now he's supposed to be back to work, and he can't work. And she's Ubering more than she should. She's going to harm her body with the amount of stress she's putting on it. She has illnesses that she can't do these things. She is going to harm herself. We have told her that. But they're stuck. There's nothing to do. They don't have kids, so they're not eligible for any kind of assistance cash-wise in our state. Food stamps aren't gonna pay the car payment for the car that does pay the rest of the bills at this point. Really, her Ubering is paying the insurance on the vehicles and the car payments, but not much else. And disability for them isn't anything. Their rent's over almost $1,000. So anyways, all that aside, I'm like, I know you don't want to do this. I know you don't want to do this. But we have to go down to the local charity office and see if they have any rental funding. We've tried to do this before, and then they got the federal CHAP funding, which was pretty amazing. And, come here, baby. It's Mellow. So that, we didn't go, but now, he didn't go back to work, so I'm like, okay. It's halfway between you and me. Meet me there. She had no idea where she was going. I gave her the directions. We have each other on 360, so she 360'd me. She stopped across the street because she's not somebody who does this. She hasn't received any aid since she came to this state almost 15, 20 years ago. I'm like, I'm sorry, but we've got to get it done. I know this is hard. So I sign her in and we wait. So the whole point of this isn't it's my friend's bravery for going in there and asking for help. But it's funny about the people. So this guy who's standing in front of me in the sign-in line, is like, just trying to chat people up about the weather, about how great a day it was, which is really nice because you could tell he was on the lower side of the income, if not homeless. And he just, was really smiley and happy. The office only had 4 sets of 2 chairs. And people were taking up, 2 chairs themselves. And we go in there, and he's like, I'll move. I'll go sit over here next to this guy so you guys can sit together. And I'm like, okay. So we are sitting together, and another gentleman starts chatting about masks and how those of us who don't wear masks are killing everybody else. My friends were wearing masks when they were doing out in public, and they got COVID. I wear masks when I have to. I wore a mask and plastic bags on my hands to make my friend's bed when she had COVID. We did not get COVID. We are not killing anybody. We are not vaccinated. If you're watching my videos, you know why. But back. So, we're having a discussion with this person. And then they're just calling next instead of numbers or anything, which, if everyone abides by the honor system, it works. And I'm like, we're after that guy over there. Well, I'm after those people because I was here before both of you. Okay, that's fine. I just know I'm after him. If he's after you, that's great. Well, the gentleman that was just trying to chat us up or chat me up in the line, and very, very positive attitude, goes up for the gentleman who has an issue with masks and people not wearing them. The mandate was lifted in our state. Oh, and the one thing is, well, if a federal building requires them, you have to wear them. The office we were at is a private charity and did not require them. There was no signs. If any building requires them, you wear them. If they don't, you can walk in without it. Dial back. Oh, my Mellow's pretty. She's pretty. So guy with good attitude goes first. Guy with bad attitude, I would say he was being sweet, but he was being snarky at the same time. So he goes up, and he gets helped. And then a gentleman that I dealt with when we were really struggling goes into his cubicle, but he doesn't call anyone yet, just before the lady lets the masked gentleman go. And we look at him and we say, hey, how'd it go? Did you get the help you needed? And he's like, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I'm like, what? Really? So we go in and we talk to Roberto, and he is amazing. He helps. They don't have the funding to help her with rent, but they gave her amazing options. And she got that done right away. I'm very proud of her. She sometimes procrastinates. But there's my melon. But it was just a funny story of people that we met in this place. And then, I'm sitting there, and they have this thing of fruits and vegetables, and they have some tomatoes. And the woman goes, you can have anything you want. And I'm like, I walk up and I get some. So it was a lady from the back who told people they could get. And the lady taking names says, only if you're getting an emergency food basket. I'm like, oh, okay, I put them back. And then the guy tells us, go ahead and grab any food that you need. Well, I forgot tomatoes, so I grabbed some tomatoes. Hi, baby. Hi, Mama. You look so pretty and fluffy with the poop on your butt. You know, you're going to be mad at me when I wash that off. I love you, Mellow. Mellow, Mellow. Hi, baby. Mellow, Mellow. Hi, Mellow. Mellow, Mellow.